It's no secret that AEW and WWE have been seeing declining ratings year over year, and this has only been magnified since the WWE switched to Netflix and the new TV and streaming deal for AEW with HBO Max. But after last week's viewership results, it's now more evident than ever that something needs to be done about their weekly shows. As mentioned in previous videos, AEW always has banger pay-per-views and near sellouts in massive arenas for their marquee events, but they continue to struggle and decline with crowd numbers for their weekly shows. And the move to residency blocks like they had in Chicago and now in Philadelphia just don't do it for me. Going from a 15K plus packed arena to a 900 seat building to 3 weeks and 6 shows in a row doesn't portray the company in a positive light, and it doesn't look like the big leagues. This lack of domestic interest has been translating into the viewership numbers recently, especially for Collision, who just recorded one of its lowest ever numbers with under 200k viewers. Yes, we aren't including Max numbers, and yes, they had a lot of competition, but it's not a good look at all. Collision recently has been falling to the trap that Rampage did, being an afterthought of booking and a pointless show to watch, and the AEW weekly shows as a whole are focusing too much on in-ring action and not enough on story-building elements outside of the ring. AEW needs to do a better job of appealing to a new fan base, and their biggest problem has been persistent for years, and that is the marketing and advertisement for domestic shows, and the promotion for weekly Dynamite and Collisions are left to the day of or the day before to announce the cards. They can't expect to move more tickets or move viewership if they give us no insight into what we are going to expect for the show. WWE, on the other hand, are flourishing with crowd numbers and revenue like never before, but their creative has remained stale and boring week to week. Raw just recorded its lowest viewership ever on Netflix worldwide at 2.6 million viewers over 7 days, while SmackDown just recorded its lowest ever episode of viewership in the history of the show, with just over 1.1 million. This is over a 60% drop in the past 12 to 18 months. The reason for both companies struggling with viewership to me is simple. Stale creative, too much focus on one aspect of the product, and most of all, complacency. With competition stronger than ever before, both companies need to make a change and focus more on their weak points rather than build on their strong points. Yes, Tony, we know AEW has way better in-ring action, but what about the new drama-based stories that hook us to watch every week? And yes, Triple H, we know WWE is doing bigger numbers than ever, and the crowd interactions are incredible to watch and be a part of. But what about giving us some new creative, and not the same old stories and characters every single show? Oh, and how about a match that finishes without a run-in or a DQ? This is bad news for both companies, and something needs to be done. In WWE's case, people will still keep watching and buying because of the name and the brand. But AEW, on the other hand, they may be in big trouble if something doesn't change soon.